stickers.
The bees are dying, and our survival depends on them. That's why 4RB's created the Pure Wave Cell, a breakthrough quantum device proven to help hives thrive, doubling colonies and boosting honey production naturally. Every jar of our Pure Wave honey fuels this mission, supporting beekeepers worldwide. Visit 4RBs.com. That's the number 4RBs.com, and use code WITF for 20% off. Save the bees! Save us all!
Where in the Folk is not and should not be viewed as a news source. Any names, places, or likenesses mentioned are purely fictional, and any information discussed is purely speculative. Guest opinions are their own and do not reflect those of anyone else. Where in the Folk is not responsible for content accuracy of any stories that are told or what people do with these stories. This show is vulgar, sometimes graphic, and due to its content, it should not be viewed by anyone, actually.
That's nice.
I like it.
Welcome to another episode of Where in the Folk. I hope everybody's had a fantastic week, and thank you for joining Morgana, Tucky, and myself, Cecil, as we cruised the strange news from the wake. I guess we'll just go ahead and get right into it. I know Tully said nobody cares about this, but this is interesting. What's happening right now in my hometown. So this cat apparently has a rental car out of Indiana, and he's camping. He's got a camp spot they suspect down here at the local lake, the Laurel Lake. He went to a church revival in Laurel County and was heavily armed and claimed that he was possessed by the demon and that the devil had sent him. Okay. So right now he's just driving around Laurel County where I live at, in a Chevy Malibu with Indiana plates. His name is David Sertolik. I don't know.
Okay.
And he's packed to the gill with ammunition and armor, apparently, and ammo and artillery and all that good stuff. So another person said that a deputy actually seen all the weapons in the car, and was like, I don't see nothing. This is a picture of the fellow. They got a.
He kind of looks like somebody you wouldn't want weaponized.
Yeah.
Oh, if at that angle, it kind of looks like the drawings of oh god, the dude that jumped out of the plane with all the money.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You're right.
God.
Maybe,
I know. I think I was having a stroke right then.
It ain't like we talked to one of the leading most authorities on that guy twice.
We're getting older, and sometimes the brain goes first.
We should see what Darren's up to. He's a fun guy.
It's been a year or two since we talked to him last.
Yeah.
Yep.
But anyway, what you all got?
Well, no, elaborate on that. Are they looking? You said they're looking for him?
Looking for him. Yeah, I mean, they're looking for him. Hopefully, he doesn't go ape crazy. I don't want to cuss right at the beginning, but crazy and start doing something insane around here. But this might not be the place to do it either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, it's really not a good idea to go locked and loaded into a place that is known for it.
And like the reason the sheriff deputy didn't say anything when he's seen a car full of guns is because he sees it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
sure,
like, oh, yeah, sure.
Well, it's an open carry state, right? Constitutional carry.
Yeah.
Well, even before Mississippi was open carry, and this, I understand this has been forever ago, but I mean, the guys that I went to school with kept a rifle in the damn truck so they could go hunting after school.
Yeah.
It's a different world we live in now, though.
If anything happens, and they're going to blame that sheriff's deputy, but honestly, I mean, they have to see it all the time. If they pull me over, they're going to see it. You know what I mean? Like,
and here's the thing. I don't know about Kentucky, but in Mississippi, if a police pulls someone over and they see weapons, unless they give them a reason right then to check to see if they can legally have them, they cannot check.
Yep.
That's the law.
Well, that's odd.
Uh-huh.
I always like to put my hands on the roof and say, "Sir, I've got multiple guns in here."
keep mine up on my steering wheel. And when they say, I need your license, okay, I do have a gun in the car. Just FYI.
Yeah.
I have weapons in here, and I don't know how many there are, sir. You may need.
Well, thankfully, I don't generally look for knives and stuff, so I don't have to worry about that too much. But something that I've been watching the last few weeks, and I'm not at all bringing up the fact that it's political, because the thing that I'm watching is just some of these costumes people are wearing as they protest. Nice. And I mean, it's like, there was one out in across the country that was in a frog costume, just standing there smiling, big frog smile and stuff. I saw one holding a fishing pole across the picket line with a donut on the end going ice
What's it supposed
fishing.
to be?
It was all the protests that have been going on the last few weeks.
Yeah, the No King stuff.
Yeah, the No King stuff. But yeah, the one with ice fishing with donuts. I'm sorry, that was funny as shit. So,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's good. I like that. Very creative. So, if you're going to protest, just be respectful. Don't break the law and have fun with it.
Yeah.
Wear a frog costume or a unicorn costume or something. So.
I've seen people against my will on TikTok about this stuff, and what was it? There's somebody that had their sign it said "No Kings," but it was a Burger King symbol, and somebody made a spoof of like somebody telling the Burger King that he was no longer allowed to be Burger King's mascot because of the protest, and that they were bringing in Burger Comrade, and it was somebody dressed like as Stalin. It was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, and like I said, and
absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot of it is, but like I said, the things that I have seen, like I said, I get tickled over that, because like I said, if you're going to do it, have fun with it. I mean,
yeah, everybody should feel. I mean, regardless of what your feelings are,
safe.
Yes,
to protest.
Regardless of what your feelings are politically, everybody deserves a voice.
That's right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
exactly.
That's the whole principle of everything. That's why we do what we do. Freedom of speech.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
That's why you never know what Cecil's going to say next.
I've calmed down a lot.
So in the UK, okay, so here's a Friday feel good. In the UK, a study from the University of Bristol designed a specific sound piece that, when played while eating chocolate, made participants report it tasted sweeter and more intense.
Ooh.
So I want a copy of that
That's
music.
Weird.
Yeah. I'd like to test that theory.
That's really weird.
Yeah. But said that the idea, is that sound can modulate taste. I mean, that's a new one on me. I know that it affects mood and everything else,
Well, taste can be manipulated by like even standing outside barefoot eating. You know what I mean? Like they can make food taste better. It's weird.
Yep, absolutely. So evidently they're getting a little bit deeper into it to see how it can they can manipulate your sensory perceptions. And why not chocolate?
We're going to be close to the Gulf this week. We're going to be close to the Gulf. I guess we're going to be right on the Gulf. Do you think that if I'm running out of salt, I can just pour salt water on something and it'd be the same thing?
Oh, don't. That water's nasty, Cecil. People from here do not get in that water.
Think about the oil spills.
That's right. But yeah, when we have people come to visit, they're like, "Oh, we're going to go to the beach. Want to go?" Nope, I do not. And I love the beach. I love to walk on the beach, but I do not get in the water.
But I cook food with oil sometimes,
Different oil. Oh. It's not crude oil.
Different oil.
It says some pretty means.
I had another Friday not feel good for this week. It was Maxwell House, as they were making headlines because they rebranded to Maxwell Apartment.
Really?
And yeah, they did.
Wow.
They're saying that it's temporary after they did it, but it's the first time in 133 years they've changed their name. and it obviously blew up on social media, and people were like, "This is just part of the thing of normalizing nobody being able to afford housing."
That's what it is.
Right. Well, and why change something that works? Now you're just going to make people think about the fact. And what was it? How much does it cost? I'm curious.
$39.99.
Wow.
It says you could only get the Maxwell apartment in bundles of 4 for $40 exclusively on Amazon.
It's not bad, but still.
But can you imagine the pitch of that? Like we kind of work in corporate environments, and you got to pitch certain ideals sometimes. And I can only imagine that this person was like, not everybody lives in a house, bro. So we need to try to appeal to everybody,
Yeah.
What's next?
Probably exactly how it went.
Yeah.
Next will be Maxwell's cardboard box. You know what I mean?
Right. I was going to go with tiny house, but you're probably
Maxwell
closer.
Street.
Yeah.
Hey, Landa.
It's really sad, because
there is a crappier coffee though. I haven't found it.
I did see something else about coffee this week. Apparently, the United States is one of the only countries that doesn't have strict regulations on the amount of mold in coffee.
Sweet.
And somebody was talking about they knew the person that oversaw, it may have been Australia's coffee imports.
Yeah.
And they said that anytime they get a coffee import that tests over the threshold for mold, it gets sent to the United States because it's not regulated.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, I'm as you know, Tully, the wife and I are coffee connoisseurs. We spend a lot of money on coffee, so that's probably still even in the coffee beans that we get. So that's awesome to know.
Well, here you go. Though
they said that
the government. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I was going to say the government is doing everything they can to regulate my body, but they're not going to regulate something that millions of people consume every day.
They can try to regulate this.
Well, when you look at the
beast mode, baby. Woo.
When you look at the symptoms too, it's like symptoms of that is like irritability, like mood swings and stuff. So if you ever find yourself getting mad after a cup of coffee, it could be like mold exposure.
Is that really what? Then I'm not
mood swings.
Then I'm not really got mental health issues. I'm just drinking moldy coffee.
Maybe cut out the coffee and see if you notice a difference. Switch to, which I don't know if teas are any better. I hear bad things about the tea bags they use industrially.
Huh.
Yeah, and we do use regular American tea for iced tea, but most of the tea Mo and I drink, all the tea that Mo and I drink hot is from China. I mean, directly from China.
Well, I think they're regulated. I think Chinese imports are more regulated than America's.
Ain't that a kick in the face?
Right?
Yep. I know. I had a dream this week that I went on a trip to China, and I just put a new router in so that I'd have a better connection up here. And I'm like, they're like frying my brain while I sleep to try to, make China seem more amicable, like they don't have slave camps and stuff.
Well, they have all that stuff they do, but I recently talked to somebody that's been to China a lot, and they love it over there.
Mo's got a friend that lives over there. It's been over there about 10 years.
Yeah.
And he loves it.
Yeah.
Now they're starting to have a little more problem with exports and stuff, for stuff coming over here. But as a general rule, like I said, he's as a matter of fact, he's on his second wife there.
Yeah. It kind of makes me wonder.
That's hilarious. On his second wife.
Yep. That's it.
The first one.
She actually divorced him because
he's American or something.
No, it had nothing to do with that. I think it may have had something to do with his drinking.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. The only time I've ever seen him, because Mo, he podcasts over there, And I'll come through and Mo says something about listening to him and he's drunk off his ass. And I'm like, he's an asshole.
I don't see why somebody would divorce somebody just because you can't keep up with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, that's me.
So did you hear that the Louvre got hit this week?
The Louvre. That's a
Yep.
toll, isn't it?
No, that is the big museum in Paris.
Oh,
It's a loo.
A Louvre.
The loo is the toilet.
Yes.
Louvre is the
Louvre.
museum.
Yes. It's the museum. They specifically targeted the Apollo Gallery, where priceless jewels from the French crown collection are displayed. They were disguised as construction workers amid ongoing renovations, and they used a cherry picker to scale the building's exterior along the Seine River, then access the second floor gallery via a freight elevator after securing the area with traffic cones. Over the course of just 7 minutes, they smashed 2 reinforced glass display cases with an angle grinder, grabbed 8 to 9 pieces of jewelry before fleeing on motorcycles towards the A6 highway southeast of the city. The museum was forced to close immediately, reopening only 3 days later with the affected gallery sealed off as they combed the scene for clues.
I've got a follow-up video for this that
Okay.
The
I think is
Louvre.
perfect.
The Louvre is like the most famous museum in the world. You would
Yes.
figure that it would be harder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me know if you can hear this.
Hands and make money the old-fashioned way. These robbers are not going to sell a course on how to do this. They are masters of their craft, and we should take inspiration from them. No one's doing it like this anymore, and we used to be like this. This is just some down-home country hard work and grit. The amount of planning that this involved, the amount of foresight this involved. AI could never do this. In a world full of crypto scams and AI startups, it is so refreshing to see somebody get to work with their own 2 hands and make money the old-fashioned way.
Wow.
I mean, I agree with them. In a way,
Yeah.
it's wrong they did this, but the stuff they stole, it's not. If they go to the right place, they're going to be able to fence that pretty easy. I think.
Oh yeah, first person they probably called was Elon, and he's like, "Come on by and see me. I'll take it."
Now this really does sound like a rich person has paid somebody to go and steal something for them.
Well,
in a way,
we don't usually. Well, I mean, it's not every day that we get to talk about stuff like this, but if you look into that a little more, even Napoleon apparently claimed that he found those in a ditch.
yeah.
So I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
those are mysterious gems anyway.
Yep.
It sounds like a case of finders keepers to me.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know, well, I mean, because they included an emerald necklace and matching earrings that were gifted by Napoleon to his second wife. It's got over 1,000 diamonds, a sapphire encrusted diadem from the collection of Queen Anne Marie Eugenie's bodice, a crown belonging to Eugenie featuring 56 emeralds and 1,354 diamonds was dropped by the thieves as they were fleeing. It was damaged, but I mean, still, you know, at least they got it back. And then there was a 140 karat Regent diamond nearby that they didn't even try to get. So, but they still,
Maybe
what
they
they
were
got
just
out
looking for
with
the
is
cursed stuff.
yeah, exactly. And
wonder-
there's no price value on it. It doesn't exist. You know, it's too much.
Priceless.
Mhm.
I wonder what I wonder if somebody has taken it and broken it down to what the payout would be if they break this stuff down and sell it out like diamond.
Mhm.
Well, I've seen a ton of videos on TikTok of people pretending they've got them and putting them in a smelter.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to get rid of all the value that's there.
I mean, that's a
It would still be
I'm-
worth something.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Gold's
I
at
don't-
an all-time high.
I
is.
know what it was. $4,300 the other day, if I remember correctly. An ounce. Silver is even up to $50 an ounce, which it hasn't been that high in 40 years. I mean, I
This-
realize that doesn't touch gold, but as somebody who can't wear gold, silver is my go-to.
I don't think. I don't think it's ever been that high.
Mm-mm.
This is the one thing that this one right here has me perplexed because if it was just a bank robbery and they took cash, you'd be like, oh, they're taking cash. Makes sense.
Mhm.
They're taking priceless jewels. Are they going to break this down and fence this, or is there a
Um,
market for people to buy priceless things? Like,
I think so. I mean,
Oh.
we
Just
have
like there's a black market
billionaires
for human organs, you know.
and human. You know, you could segue right into another story with that.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was even on there.
Uh-huh.
So there were reports this week of they're exchanging bodies between Palestine and Israel after this ceasefire, and bodies and hostages. So there were reports of bodies being returned to Palestine without organs. And it's reports from the Palestinian health officials and human rights group highlighted disturbing findings on the bodies of over 120 Palestinian detainees returned by Israel authorities after their deaths in custody. Forensics examinations revealed that many corpses were in advanced decomp, bearing clear signs of systemic torture, including strangles, bindings, close range gunshot wounds, broken bones, burns, crush injuries, resembling being run over by heavy like tanks. But officials noted that several bodies arrived particularly mutilated, missing heads, limbs, eyes, corneas, and internal organs such as livers, kidneys, and hearts, prompting accusations of deliberate organ theft during detention. And of course, you know, the folks on the other side are saying that that's not true. But I wanted to highlight that that was a thing. But as far as how the ceasefire is going, officially it's still fun. But so far, there's been like 50 violations involving live fire between everybody, and then 15 to 20 total gunfights. And they're still calling it a ceasefire, but obviously there's still like live action shooting going on.
maybe it's just back to what it used to be. I don't know. They've always been at conflict.
Well, yeah, they've been at conflict since Israel became a thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's a situation. Now the organs being missing. If it wasn't for the mutilation and things like that, when people get embalmed, the organs are taken out. You know, but I doubt they was doing any embalming, huh?
Yeah,
Well, you know,
I don't think they would have
Israel
came to
was
the table.
accused. No, Israel admitted back in the 90s that they took, you know, body parts and stuff.
Okay.
You know, but of course they say that, you know, that they don't do that anymore. But, you know, like I said, they freely admitted it back then that their forensic institute removes organs and stuff without family consent. So, you know, they'd sure do it on what they considered the enemy, I feel like. I mean, it's not like nobody over there has human rights violations going on.
Oh yeah, there's tons,
Yeah, it's
probably
horrible.
on both sides.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
I'm
absolutely.
not trying to take sides because I've seen both sides. Like even when they announced the ceasefire, they said they said it was terrorists, but it was somebody in Palestine was gathering people just to shoot them because they said that they were working with Israel or whatever.
Yep.
That's awful. That's awful. I hate to hear that that's happening, but I'm somebody, I really don't have an opinion either way on it.
I think it's tit for tat. They're both doing the same stuff.
Yeah, it looked like something out of World War II. Honestly, they had them lined up, and the stupid news was showing this on TV where they're all getting shot in the head.
Of course, too. Of course, it was.
But yeah, it was terrible.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I like for like regular TV and news, or just regular TV in general, go back to, you know, happy stuff like the Cosby Show or something.
Okay, I'll disagree with you on that. but okay, what's the guy's name? David Muir, I think, on ABC News. At the end of his his broadcast every night, and I don't watch the news anymore, but when I used to watch his, he always ended it on a happy story. You know, he'd sit there and go through all the crap and then go, okay, and now for something to help you forget all this crap we just showed you. Here's an uplifting story.
Nick said hello to everybody except for Cecil.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick.
Ha ha. But I mean, Full House. You know, like, do we even have sitcoms anymore? Like,
they do, but I'm not big on what they've got out there. I watch a lot of. As a matter of fact, I'm in here with y'all when I could be in there watching Practical Magic with my husband.
The best sitcom I've seen so in the last decade was that Kevin Can Go F Himself that Totally told us about.
I still haven't watched
show.
that.
It was a good show.
What I did watch a little bit of was the new Night Court, and it's actually not bad.
There's a new Night Court?
Yes, and it still has John Larroquette. He still is the same character. And did you ever watch The Big Bang Theory at all?
No.
Well, there's an actress on there that actually is Harry Stone's daughter, and she gets hired for his old job. So, and like I said, you know, she's a pretty good little actor, and it was okay. I mean, and I was a huge Night Court fan, so I went into it totally saying I'm gonna hate this. But like I said, the fact that they did have John Larroquette, he's still the same old grumpy bastard that he always was. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's wild stuff. Oh no, we need to make a sitcom, Totally.
About what?
Me and you living together.
You know, you could do that. Just go get Sora, and you know those videos are real looking. So I think you could do it.
Totally come home from a long day at work and be like, "This house is a mess." I'm like, "Oops."
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Landa. In sin.
That's what we'll call it.
Oh, you know, I think you'd piss Nick off.
Nah, he's.
So, you know, the digital war in UK is just
getting heated, ain't it?
So they have announced an expansion of digital surveillance powers under the recently enacted Data Use and Access Act. And that's supposed to take effect on November 1st, but it allows law enforcement and security agencies like the Police and National Crime Agency to compel tech companies to provide access to encrypted data on civilian smartphones without requiring user permission, a passcode, or even a suspect's cooperation.
That's nuts.
Yes. This stems from a secret Home Office order issued in September targeting platforms such as Apple to build backdoors into iCloud backups and other encrypted services, enabling real-time extraction of messages, location history, contacts, and photos for investigations related to national security, serious crime prevention, and economic threats. The move builds on existing laws like the Regulation of Investigatory Powers Act 2000, which already permits device seizures with passcode demands with judicial approval, but eliminates the need for individual warrants in bulk data requests, raising alarms over mass privacy erosion as agencies could scan thousands of devices preemptively. We might as well go ahead and start living Minority Report.
If they start doing that here, then I'm going to start taking a lot of pictures.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to have to suffer if they're looking through my stuff.
Well, and they say, you know, critics, including human rights organizations, are warning that this could dismantle end-to-end encryption protections for millions of users. So that's going to expose sensitive information to potential abuse and hacking vulnerabilities without recourse, because they're already doing it. Now, you give them an easy in, and you're not going to be able to do anything without worrying about being hacked or, you know, locked down or whatever. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's crazy. Keep that over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Nick got me a little flustered there because he's making cheesecake and peanut butter balls while I'm off work next week. Dude makes the best cheesecake I've ever had. It's ridiculous.
Hey, Nick, you could like overnight one of those down
It's
here.
literally the best cheesecake I've ever had, and look at me, I've had a lot.
Fair enough. That sounds good.
It's delicious. But yeah, I mean, I don't. It's not long before that comes here. The reason it's not here now, I think they're just testing the waters where they don't really have a chance to revolt.
No. I mean, well, yeah, because like I said, they already have so many laws, that do prevent free speech, and things like that. I mean, people are prosecuted over there.
They're literally talking about getting rid of knives because of stabbings. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like how they're talking about how sharp your knife's allowed to be.
Okay. So see, now that's where I'm going to get into trouble because I cleaned out my bag here not too long ago, and we go to flea markets and stuff. I hate shopping, the exception being flea markets, because that's open, you're outside, you don't have to worry about people being up on you quite so bad. But I have a fetish for small pocket knives. I had 12 in the bottom of my bag.
Is a fetish the right word for that?
Depends on how you look at it.
An affinity, one might say.
There you go. I have an affinity. And that's not counting all the rest of the knives. Those are just the little ones.
Morgan, you've been hanging out with me way too long.
I know. Hey, it's been close to 5 years.
Yeah, it'd be like me saying that would literally be me. It'd be like, man, I love these burgers. I got a fetish for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like pocket knives too, though.
It's funny because I quit doing it finally, but Mo used to, when he would come home off the road, before he would put his hand under my pillow when he'd go to bed, he'd lift it up to see how many knives were in there to make sure he didn't go in and get cut.
That's Ted Bundy behavior. Ted Bundy, when he was 3 or 4 years old, used to sleep with a knife under his pillow.
Oh no, I slept with like 5. And there was still a gun next to me, but you've got to get up close before I cut you. But if you get too damn close,
I still sleep with an axe.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, hey, you've obviously survived it.
Yep.
But yeah, no, when dogs started sleeping in my bed, I got the knives out of the beds because they like to burrow, and I was scared I was going to hurt one of them. Okay, so probably way more information than you needed about me, but here we are.
All right, we probably need to get to the other 2 subjects, huh?
Uh-huh.
All right. What's next?
It's your turn.
I can't read real well.
Oh, okay.
All right, so the AI clone of Suzanne Summers, is that it? Yeah.
Sure.
2 years after her death, a beloved actress and wellness advocate, Suzanne Summers, she passed from breast cancer, unfortunately, in 2023. Her husband of 55 years has unveiled an astonishing AI clone designed to preserve her legacy and interact with fans. The project, dubbed Suzanne AI Twin, creative name, was spearheaded by the Witf, who revealed in a recent exclusive interview that the virtual version is so lifelike that even he struggles to distinguish it from the real Summers after decades together. Trained on extensive archival footage, including all 27 of her books and hundreds of her own of hours from interviews, the AI recreates her distinctive voice, mannerisms, and personality, allowing it to field questions on topics like health advice, her acting career, and personal anecdotes, with responses drawn directly from her own words and vetted expert insights. Demonstrated earlier this year at the AI conference, the clone reportedly engaged in seamless conversation, answering queries as if Summers were present, and it's slated for the public access on her official website once refinements are completed. So that's weird to me. They've already started that. That's going to be a pretty common thing very soon.
I did see this week, and I forgot to send it to you, Tully, Y'all were talking about Chat
I forgot to put.
GPT
You just
going.
reminded me. I forgot to put your articles in here. You
It's
sent me
okay.
some
Save them
yesterday
for
morning.
next week. Yeah,
Okay,
save them
I'll
for
get them
next
in
week.
there.
But no, there, y'all were talking about Chat GPT going, sexy. They've already created the first AI sex doll.
Yeah,
And-
but I really don't have any worries until it's like the companion movie or whatever, where they're walking around and you really can't tell the difference.
Well, that's what it was. This is an actual doll, evidently, and they said that people talking to it cannot distinguish between what's its voice and someone else's.
Told you. That's going to be the first industry that makes it widespread. It really is.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Leave it to the pornographers.
the pornographers always start like they really evolutionize all this stuff. They always have. It's weird. Like one of the first films ever made, I believe, was a porno. So
Yep.
it is what
there was an influencer back last year, I think it was, started that had an AI clone, and the clone started offering fans sexual experiences. She would just set it up to do her podcast or whatever and just leave it. And, I've always been told, that AI will hallucinate and come up with shit on its own. And evidently that one did. Yeah. Offering them mind-blowing sexual experiences is how they put it.
That'd be funny if we did that for ours, and over time it like evolved toward when it came on, Tully had like spiked hair and was wearing like a tutu or something.
Look, I would hate to see an AI clone that we taught.
Yeah, we could make like an asexual clone of all three of us put together. and just see how it turns out.
See how quick we get banned.
I'm about ready to do something fucking wild.
Mandy, it's your time to drive. I've got to work on this.
In other news, so NASA confirmed that there's a second moon.
Yeah.
And it refers to an asteroid, but it's 36 meters wide, about the size of a small building, that's quietly trailing Earth in a synchronized orbit. And they're saying that we're going to have this second moon so we're going to officially have a second moon until 2083.
Nice. It's like a mini moon, right? Like a little bitty one.
I think they called it a quasi moon. Was that right?
They said it was the size of a small building.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So, hopefully it won't get close enough for us to suck it on in and crash it.
Well, even an asteroid the size of I assume they mean like a small city building.
Right.
So if it did crash, that would do some damage.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because, I don't think the one that got rid of the dinosaurs was really all that big. It was just the impact.
Yep.
So.
And then the other celestial object this week was a random object in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you have a picture of that, Cecil.
Oh yeah, I got pictures.
But people on the internet were saying that this was strange because it does not appear that there's an impact around this object. Look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that look like it fell from space?
No, that looks like it landed.
Yeah. It's weird too. Like this does look like space debris to me, honestly.
And maybe it is, but it should have some sort of like skid in or not crater, but at least like a impact area.
I would think there would be a little bit of a crater, even. Something falling from 200,000 miles above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only way that it makes sense that it doesn't have an impact is if it had a big parachute on it, like the satellites.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see. I guess the parachute could have got burned up, but then you would still see it hit the Earth.
Right, and you would see a scorch mark. I would think
something.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what it is. It's probably one of the satellites, and it finally came down. The balloon popped or something.
Yeah, but it just doesn't make. I mean, you would think there would be an area of impact, and that's what has people suspicious about this.
They suspicious.
Yep. Sounds like a Tubi movie. We could totally make a Tubi movie. Hey, don't hate on Tubi movies. I watched one that was actually pretty good this past weekend. I
Yeah.
told Cecil about it. It was
We
a mix. It was a mix between like Terrifier and The Hills Have Eyes.
It was good.
Ooh,
What was it called, Cecil?
I can't remember, but it was good. We ended up watching it. What was it called? It's
Hang on. I'll find it.
I barely remember it now, but I remember I'm like, good movie. Good movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Okay, it's called Match. And it is a hidden gem, like because it got zero coverage. Shut up. Yeah. It was kind of like The Hills Have Eyes meets Terrifier. Well, meets Terrifier meets like a Jason movie or something.
There was one part in it though where I was like, of course, Tully would love this movie. And it's when the spoiler, the mom's consoling the son in the bathroom, so to speak.
Hey, again, just like it's something. Look, it's worth a watch.
Landa, nobody should ever watch Scott's picks. No
Yeah,
disrespect, but
yeah.
yeah.
He's always watching something dumb. No offense, Scott.
Yeah,
I don't know,
no.
man. That movie was after Rackle said that, it made me remember the whole movie, and I remember that one scene. And me and Mandy and I was sitting in there, and we just looked at each other. It was like, what the hell does he have us watching right now?
Yeah, but then you watch the whole movie, and it was good. It was good. It's a breath of fresh air not to see the same actors over and over again. For me,
It was a good movie. It was worth it.
Look, I don't know how familiar you are with used to Cinemax After Dark, and it would start at like midnight, 1 o'clock.
Never.
Yeah, it was so funny because a friend of ours was visiting from out of town, and this other friend of ours had come over, and he was like head over heels in love with her. I mean, they had met at our house and everything, and he just thought the sun rose and set on her. And so she and I hadn't seen each other in months. So we're sitting back in my bedroom just talking. And when we had started talking, we had just some movie going on. Well, then once we got into it, the TV was just on as background noise. And about that time, yep, Skinamax, that's it. He comes walking in, and we, finally stop talking and look up, and we're like, what? And he's looking at the TV. He's like, what the hell are y'all watching together? And we turned around, it was lesbian porn.
Oh God. Speaking of which, Amazon Amazon, we'll hit this one real quick. They unveiled new plans to torture their employees, allegedly. So that they're saying that by 2033, they now want to have 75% of their employees replaced by robots. And I'm assuming that's in the warehouses. But this week, their new project, codenamed Amelia, they unveiled a prototype AI-powered smart glasses that they're going to make their drivers wear. And it's basically going to serve as like a body cam / hands-free operations logistical interface.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, do they have to wear those while they're pissing? Or like, do they have to wear those while they're taking their drug tests?
I would. I mean, at the point that my company would make me wear something like that, I'd wear it all damn day.
And you know how the Amazon people wear vests?
Yeah.
The battery packs and stuff are going to be in the vest, I think.
Yeah. That's wild.
So not only are they replacing their warehouse employees, because they say that it's going to save them $13 billion to do this.
Yeah, because they need to save money. Yeah.
But who's going to be left to buy stuff when it's all said and done?
Well, that's what people don't think about, and like I said, because, the government's in the middle of a shutdown and they're talking about, food banks aren't getting their stuff. They're supposed to turn off EBT on the 1st if it doesn't get, fixed and everything. It's not only affecting the people who get those benefits, it's also affecting the grocery stores because people aren't spending that money. It's all going to be this. The only time trickle down works is in something like this, because like I said, if people aren't spending money, stores aren't making money either. So it's hitting the economy and everything else.
Well, if we got 50 years worth of billions of dollars to stay on their nest eggs, I'm not going to feel sorry for them.
Yeah, and the thing about it too, they're trying to lead us into this whole universal income situation, and at that point that they do something like that, we are fully controlled.
My daughter posted something this morning. Somebody she knew had posted it and said, the one thing that just guaranteed me that they are trying to put us into the Great Depression, she held up a box of Hamburger Helper, and it says, for something different, try with hot dogs instead of ground beef.
Hot dogs?
Hot dogs.
How would you that wouldn't be good.
No, but I mean, you can buy a pack of hot dogs for $2 if you get Bar S, or some cheap brand. A pound of hamburger meat, I haven't seen it for under $6 a pound in years.
Now, I've been dead set against hot dogs for a long time, but Mandy made some hot dogs today that were just astonishing. Grilled onions and chopped up pickles with mushrooms.
I don't mind a hot dog.
Dude, if you ate the pickled the gallo.
Pico de Gallo?
No, the Grillo's Pickles now has pickled the gallo, and it is.
My God!
It is chopped up pickles, chopped up red peppers, and chopped up onions in the pickle brine, and it's minced like fine, and you put it on like a relish on your hot dogs.
I bet that would be. I bet that'd be delicious.
It's insane. It's off the chain.
That's the pickles that we used.
I don't like pickles.
I know. Just get out of here then.
I know.
But on another note, if you do want to buy something that's good for you, we got the Pure Wave honey.
Pure Wave honey. Go to 4rbs.com. The number 4, the letter R, BEES.com.
This stuff is phenomenal.
And if you don't already follow us, follow us.
WITF for the promo code to get you 20% off.
Yes, 20% off. Anytime you want to re-up, they got other stuff too. They got hats and shirts and everything helps the beekeepers. So
you get that 20% off of anything using that code.
This honey is so good you can do anything from smear it on a biscuit to smear it on yourself. It's delicious.
Both work.
Okay. Are you talking about this show, Landa? What else do we got to plug?
Like and follow what's happening on Weird Awakenings tonight.
We are talking about zombies and cannibals and psychos. Oh my.
Cannibals, zombies, and psychos. Oh my. I wish I could stick around for that one, but I can't.
What are you doing?
I'm doing stuff.
No.
But yeah, if I get back in time, I might hop on if you all are still talking. Because I know all about zombies.
We're talking about like real life cases of like cannibalism and stuff.
And zombies and
thought that would be a cool like human cases of rabies and stuff.
Oh my God, I know so much about this because in my early 20s, I was 100% that we were getting ready to go through a zombie apocalypse, and I studied everything I could possibly study about it to the point where I buried stuff for when it happens that I could go back and get it.
Hey, I took a course at SoCal. They were offering an online course for how to survive the zombie apocalypse, and I passed it with flying colors.
Nice.
I'll survive for a minute.
I wouldn't now. I'll die instantly.
No. I have a bait list. You know, I used to keep a shit list for people that ticked me off. Well, now I keep a bait list. And, you know, you need people you can chunk to the zombies so the rest of us can get away.
Absolutely.
We may do another watch party tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah, you all have fun.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. Check out the socials to see if anything's happening tomorrow. Next week, tune back in at 7 p.m. Eastern time with us, and we'll be doing something. Are we actually doing anything next Friday?
We're doing it Saturday.
We're doing it Saturday.
Spectacular. The annual spectacular.
Yeah, annual spectacular.
Yeah.
And tune into Weird Awakenings on the Weird Realities Network. And the top of the hour in about 7 minutes from this very moment. And thank you all for watching us, because we are watching you.
Peace.